Yo, what is up everyone? How's your day been going? Hopefully very well, so go grab a snack, grab some water, and enjoy this video because I think it's going to be a banger. With the Sun and Moon anime on its last couple episodes, and still not much being leaked about the new anime, I decided to take a look back at 20 plus years of the anime and rank my top 10 favorite moments from the franchise. As the Alola League really reminded me that when it wants to, the Pokemon anime can really bring the heat. Anyways, I haven't done this in a while, but if we could get this video to like 50 likes, I would really appreciate it, as likes, comments, or any sort of interaction with the video helps the channel grow. And speaking of interactions, follow the kid on Twitter because, I don't know, I may or may not be doing a giveaway soon. But anyways, finally, with everything out of the way, let's begin with my 10th favorite moment of the anime. Number 10, the black and white anime ending. Okay, I think this is one of the few things that the whole Pokemon community can agree on, that the black and white anime is the worst season of the franchise. I don't think that's a question anymore. I think it's a consensus, this is the worst. Yes, I know there are some black and white fans out there, but when I say the black and white anime is the worst, it's not because of its terrible story or the fact that it has the worst companions, and it's also not because the rivals sucked and Ash was at its worst in terms of just overall character. But it's the sole fact that this season of the anime completely ruined the continuity of the anime. You see, before this series, we didn't have an OG Ash or a DP Ash or Johto Ash, etc. None of that. But after this series, there's where all these sub-Ashes came out of nowhere. You see, this happened because this season was like a soft reset that failed miserably. So anytime you have an argument about which Ash is best, just blame the black and white anime, because this is the reason we don't have one Ash when there is only really one Ash. Number 9, Ash finally beating Gary. This episode brought me so much joy as a child. You just have to know, as a kid, I think the whole world hated Gary. Just look at his face. It's just a punchable face. And look at this, he's a freaking hacker as well, because where did all those badges come from? Anyways, he achieved his purpose on the show, doing everything possible to be the most hated character in cartoon, just by being a bully, a straight up bully to our hero Ash. And all that hatred finally was rewarded, justified, I don't know the right word, but goodness, watching our boy Ash, after all the beatings, all the teasing, flat out beat Gary in the Johto League, has to be one of the most satisfying battles in the franchise. Nowadays, the rivals are a little too nice, a little too friendly. Now watching them lose to Ash kinda makes you sad. Watching Gary lose though, whoo, nothing brought me more joy as a child. Number 8, on September 8th, 1998, the very first episode of the Pokemon anime aired here in the United States, and the rest is history. Now this date, I'm talking about the dub, and with the dub, we were arguably given the greatest anime opening of all time. A song that non-anime fans have memorized, a song that non-Pokemon fans have memorized. But more importantly, we started this incredible journey that has affected our lives one way or another. Like 90% of anime fans born in the 90s, first anime was probably the Pokemon anime. You probably didn't even know it was anime at the time, but you just watched it because it was like no other cartoon out at the time. In every possible way, it was just a spectacle to behold. Like, I don't know about you, but many parents that I've spoken to like to gloat that they were around the time when Elvis was doing his thing, or the Beatles were on top, or when Michael Jackson had the whole world in the palm of his hands. Us 90 kids and future kids after us can say that we witnessed the greatest franchise in world history's very first episode. Number 7, oh man, I'm going back to Gen 1, I know. The nostalgia is so strong in this episode. As someone that tries his best to view things like shows, music, or any forms of entertainment without nostalgia blinding himself, I can still very much say that this is the saddest episode in the anime's history. Like I know the first season of the anime is very flawed, and if I dare try to shine a negative on it 20 years later, I will be shunned by not even the Pokemon anime community, because most of us know that the first gen anime wasn't that well, but by everyone else, it is forbidden to talk bad about the OG series. So I won't. This time. No, this time I'm praising it because of this very episode. You see, we love Ash. I have my problems with him, but I love him. Everyone loves Ash. When he accomplished something that I will get later to in the video, the whole world congratulated him. So when our hero had to free his very first Pokemon that he caught, it just broke our collective 5-year-old hearts. The first series did have a thing about Ash releasing his Pokemon, but the Butterfree release still hurts the most. Find any list of childhood cartoon sad moments online and you will most definitely see Bye Bye Butterfree on that list. Number 6. Okay, I promise this is the last time I'm talking about the Gen 1 anime. Or just the first general episode. Now, I was given this moment by one of you in the community post that I posted about a week ago. And when rewatching the show, I realized that yeah, this is a huge moment for the show. You gotta remember that Ash isn't just the main protagonist. Pikachu is a main protagonist as well. Pikachu is actually one of the most known cartoon characters in the world, up there with the likes of Mickey Mouse and Scooby-Doo. It was only because of how well received he was from the anime. You probably already know this, but Clefairy was initially going to be Ash's first Pokemon. But due to the fact that Clefairy was seen too much of as a girl Pokemon, and the Pokemon company wanted to appeal to both boys and girls, they went with Pikachu. So anyways, back to the Spearow incident. It was at this moment, this very moment, that we saw what these two were about. We see Ash declare his goal, what he's willing to do to make sure his Pokemon are safe, and what his dream is about. And then we see Pikachu completely melt our hearts. Initially being cold towards Ash, he was willing to sacrifice himself to save his new friend. And an unbreakable bond was formed. Blessed with the presence of Ho-Oh at the end, a truly beautiful moment to remember. Number 5. Serena Kisses Ash. Finally, let's take a step out of the Gen 1 and move to Gen 6, cause you know why. You know why Gen 6 gave me my 5th best moment in the anime. Serena is one of my favorite characters in just any form of media. Yes, I know you either really love her or you really hate her, but I think she had great character development. That was completed when she finally had the courage to go kiss Ash. Many people don't understand Serena's character, and I could see why. But I saw her as a girl that lacked confidence, and that lack of confidence was shown through her interactions with Ash. I talk about more of this in another video, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But to condense it a bit, the more her confidence grew, the more she was able to see herself as more of an equal to Ash rather than an inferior. Kinda the same route that Hinata went through in Naruto, because they're very similar characters. So when she was finally able to express her feelings, it sent shockwaves not only through the Pokemon anime fandom, but just the internet in general. As this is one of the few times I remember the Pokemon anime trending worldwide. When Ash finally kissed the girl. Number 4. Infinite vs Electivire. This was probably the consensus best battle in the anime until about maybe 2 weeks ago, but it still holds a place in many of our hearts. You see, everyone hated Gary, just cause he was a giant dick. But I think even more people hated Paul because he was just meaner, and he often ridiculed Ash for his battle and training style. Something that just had to infuriate all of us after following Ash for so many years. How dare you make fun of the hero we've been watching for more than 10 years? So this battle was just hyped up from the very beginning. Basically a battle between two philosophies. And the battle was insane. All the mini storylines executed very well. Especially the final one, Infinite vs Electivire. Probably the best Pokemon rivalry in the series. The cherry on top of the battle was obviously when Infernape's Blaze activated, and we all witnessed the Pokemon anime take its very first step into insane battle animation. So thank you, Sinnoh League, for paving the way for better battle animations in the anime. Which just leads us to number 3. See, now this is a great battle that has taken the spot of Infinite versus Electivire. You could call me prisoner of the moment, but man was this a great battle. Best part about it was that you don't even need to be a fan of the series to enjoy this titanic clash. You see, it's pretty obvious I haven't seen much of the Sun and Moon anime because I'm not the biggest fan, but I still enjoyed this very much. There were probably many storylines that I wasn't able to see because I haven't been following the series heavily, but man, that 10 mil Volt versus this dude was just, it's perfect right here in the number 3 spot. Cause this is probably the single best animation I've ever seen in the Pokemon anime. It was like art. Beautiful, exciting, breathtaking art. Number 2, the moment that every child dreamed of. The moment that all of us dreamed of. A moment that we thought would never happen. A moment that literally brought the world together for what felt like years but was only a day. On September 15th, 2019, Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town won his very first Pokemon League. He defeated Gladion to capture the Alola League's first championship. And to all the people that say this doesn't count, fuck off, yes it does. He should have won in Sinnoh, yes, Kalos maybe, even Johto. But he didn't, and that's fine. That's completely fine. He won an Alola, a moment we thought would never happen because we thought if he wins a league, the series is over. We as a community grew so pessimistic towards the idea of him winning a league that we were just waiting for a moment that would just screw him out of another title. I even saw a rumor, get this, that an Ultra Beast would come in the middle of the battle and eat the trophy, which would lead to canceling the league. Yeah. We were that pessimistic. But no, he won. Our boy actually did it. With all the craziness in the world, the sadness, destruction, and sorrow, on September 15th, 2019, for just a day, we all forgot about that. And the whole world congratulated our childhood hero. Number 1. Okay, finally, after 22 years, we are still getting more Pokemon anime. And I love it. Being part of the anime community is something that I cherish. I love talking about any anime with new people or just getting to know complete strangers by talking about something we just all love. The only somewhat negative I see is when a series announces a new season for its anime and I see hate or fans of other series getting mad that this show is getting another season while their favorite show hasn't. And I literally can't stand that. Whenever I see a show get a new season, fan or not, I'm just genuinely happy. Why? Because I'm happy for the fans. They're getting something more that they enjoy. And that's why whenever I see that we will continue this Pokemon adventure, I'm just happy. Happy that there's more Pokemon. Happy that young kids can enjoy the same show I did when I was their age. And yeah, will I eventually not care for the anime? Probably because nothing lasts forever. You lose interest in things you once loved. But I will never hate the show for being popular enough to get more seasons. I think us as fans, we should be grateful that for 20 long plus years, we've been able to enjoy the Pokemon anime. Not many shows get that opportunity. So my number 1 moment is when the Sword and Shield anime officially releases because that proves that the Pokemon franchise is still going strong and we have many more adventures to look forward to. That's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe for more. Comment what your favorite moment of the Pokemon anime is in the comment section below. And I'll talk to you beautiful people in the next video. Peace out. I'm thinking about doing a Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm thinking about doing a Pokemon Sword and Shield playthrough on the channel. Let me know if you're interested in that. And I'll talk to ya.